What's poppin'? Welcome back to Midwest Talks Basketball. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciate it from everybody. I'm recording this as I'm getting off work, I'm driving up out of here, but you're going to hear this in the morning. So it's the top of the morning, Wednesday. You know what I mean? When you're hearing this, but I recorded it when I got off. Let's talk about this, man, because I've been seeing some Wemby. I've been looking at Wemby a little bit in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? And the genesis of what people are saying is that this dude is about to be the greatest. Like, he about to be the greatest. Now, I'm not questioning his ability. I think what he's doing is great for his size, because the issue I have with these big men is they don't like to play in the paint. No, Wemby taking it in the paint, dog. Like, he out there, you know what I'm saying? What I'm seeing him do is bully ball. All right? He in the paint wilding, doing what he's supposed to, using his height to his advantage. And that's what I always talk about with these big men. So Wemby, he got a mix of the old school with the new school, because he's taking it down low. Yamming it, you know what I'm saying? Getting physical and all that. But then he can also shoot it. So that's good. He's not one-dimensional. The issue I have when it comes to Wemby is he going to stay healthy? I know he does a lot of yoga and a lot of stretching and all that good stuff to stay, agile for his size. But, we haven't seen nobody his size last that long. You know what I'm saying? Or his height, You got to look at it. George Mearstein, what was he, like 7'7"? Who was the first one? I may get this stuff inaccurate or wrong, but we going to see. Was it Manute Bol? How tall was Manute Bol? Like 7'7" or something crazy like that? He was taller than the mug, dog. He didn't last long, okay? George Mearstein didn't last long. Yao Ming didn't last long, okay? Trying to think of other super tall guys. You got Chet, you know what I mean? You see, he had an injury, you know what I mean, not too long ago. You got Wemby. These super tall guys usually don't last that long in the league, man. So I'm not saying he don't have the ability to be that, because when I look at him, he looks like a modern day Kareem, dog. Like, honestly, that's literally what he look like. You know what I'm saying? A modern day Kareem. All you gotta do is give this brother the goggles. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, you know what I mean? Not saying he's as skilled as Kareem. He's different, but when you look at him and how he play, how he move, he looks like a modern day Kareem, like a young version. He's like an upgraded version of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as when handles and things like that. So, I mean, he definitely got the chance to become one of them ones. It's really dependent on health, because he got the right attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and hate on the kid. I know a lot of guys like to stay in the past and be like, well, no. You know what I mean? My era, no. What I'm seeing with Wemby, I actually like this, because he got the combination of both. And that's, he's not staying out there in the perimeter and all. He going down low wilding. And that means the Spurs is going to be a threat. If Wemby is healthy, they going to the playoffs, bro. With De'Aaron Fox, no, they going to the playoffs. Like, no question. Like, they going to be. Now, what seed? I don't know. You know what I mean? But with Fox, Castle, Wemby, that Spurs team, hey, that's not no team. You're not about to walk up in San Antonio and think you're about to just get a win. No. That's going to be a problem. Fox is underrated, okay? Castle's showing, he's coming within his own. He's showing he like that. And Wemby, hey, man, the Spurs not nothing to play with. Now, this team is built different from the old school Spurs, you know what I'm saying? They more excited. They got more of a modern style. So the Spurs actually might be exciting to watch, because the Spurs never was exciting to watch. Didn't nobody want to watch Tim Duncan and them except people in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody outside of San Antonio turning on those Spurs, dog. Straight up. That was definitely a hometown team. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, man. I always say, if you want to know how to play basketball the correct way, fundamentally sound, you go to that finals. Was it 2005 with the Pistons and the Spurs? Boy, that'll put you to sleep. But if you want to know the basics and the fundamentals, watch them too. Watch the. That's basic basketball to the maximum. You know what I'm saying? Everything, 100% fundamentals. No flash, nothing. You know what I mean? So I like fundamental basketball, but I like a little bit of something. I like style with it too. You know what I mean? I love the fundamentals. Just like boxing, I love the fundamentals, but I like some style with it. You know what I mean? You know, Floyd Mayweather, he got style with the fundamentals. Shakur Stevenson got style with the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Got a little flair to it. You know what I mean? But I love the fundamentals. But just straight up all fundamentals, just the manual puts you to sleep, bro. Like it does. But this Spurs team is built different. They got a different coach. I forgot the brother's name. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I don't got to pull it up on me, but I know who it is. You know what I mean? His name not coming to my mind right now. So they built different from the old Spurs. You know what I mean? But different is good. This might actually make the Spurs more digestible to watch. I mean, actually it is. You know what I mean? With Wemby, Fox, and them, yeah, this is a whole different style, but it's a thousand ways to skin a cat. So I'm not saying they contending for a championship. They can win a championship, though. If Wemby keep progressing like this, they could win a championship, bro. That's not even a question, because who's going to stop him? And before people come up in here and start talking about Glaze, you got to give good players their credit. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them their credit. Wemby, my only issue with him is health. I have no issues with his work ethic. I think he wants to get better. I think he wants to get great. I can see it. He wants to be great. So therefore, you know what I mean? You got to give his brother his credit. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, no Glaze, is no riding. I'm just kicking the truth. You know what I mean? He will be a champion if he stays healthy, because the way the league is built now, XL and big man, he will dominate, son. Like, there's no reason why he shouldn't be shooting 80%, dog. There's absolutely no reason why this dude shouldn't be shooting. Because if you look how he's built, he's long. You know what I mean? Long arms and the whole nine. This dude, the minute he started lifting weights, well, he probably is now, but I mean, once he started filling out and actually getting strong, he's gonna be a problem. He already is one. But the way he moving now, body and bro, nah, man. Like, but that's what you're supposed to do, though. See, I like that. I want my big man nasty, dog. I don't want no soft big man. I want Wemby even more nastier. You know what I'm saying? Get more nasty with it, Wemby. I'll be amping this dude up like the little devil in his ear. Get more nasty with it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nasty enough. You know what I mean? I'll be on that tip with him. So yeah, the Spurs is a problem. The Spurs is a problem. The combo of Fox and Wemby, that's a cold combo. Because Fox is nice. Fox is nice. He's one of my favorite players in the league. Fox is nice, dog. So yeah, San Antonio, man, you gotta, you know what I mean? Seeing them on the schedule, and if Wemby healthy, that's a problem, dog, because you can't stop the dude, man. There is nothing you can do. If he want to score, he gonna score, fam. Like, that's just what it is. Now, the way to neutralize the Spurs is kind of shut down everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always a way to handle this. He's not gonna score 100 points. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, if he get going and the rest of them guys going, that's a hard team to beat, man. Like, with everybody, come on, you gonna get over it or not? With everybody, if everybody, my bad, y'all. These people out here, man, can't drive for nothing. But Goofy, I'm telling you, my bad, y'all. These cats is crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I was saying, man. If everybody on go, that's gonna be a hard team to beat, man. Straight up, a very hard team to beat. You know what I mean? Like, that's the Spurs, man. They're going to the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs, 100% going to the playoffs. I see no reason why listen, I mean, like, dog, if they don't go to the playoffs, it's a problem with how their roster is constructed. So I do believe that Wemby has the potential to be one of the best big men to do it. I'm not going to say the best basketball player of all time, because really, like, that's just a I don't know, like, man, I don't think there's the greatest basketball player of all time, dog. Like, it's hard to say that because, you know, it's hard to say that. You know what I mean? It's hard to say the great because you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan. Who would you say is better out the two? You know what I mean? They play different positions. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. So it's like, it's hard. I just say this. Victor could be one of the best to do it, to put on the NBA jersey. As long as he keep the mindset that he has right now, you know what I mean? Wanting to get better, improve his game, be nasty with it, you know what I'm saying? I think that he definitely could be one of the best. And I do feel like the Spurs, if he should stay. He seemed like the type that want to stay somewhere his whole career. Now, you know, we never know nowadays. You know, that's a rarity now that a player will stay somewhere their whole career. That's a rarity. You know what I mean? But he don't strike me as somebody who's gonna be wanting to leave. But like today's game is different. You know what I mean? But if he stays in San Antonio, I do think he'll bring a championship back to San Antonio 100%. You know what I mean? If health plays a part, if he stays healthy, you know what I mean? That's what I do truly believe. Though he's not my favorite player in the league, I can recognize real dog. He nice. Because I can admit initially I'm like, man, this dude ain't about to be nice like that. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know on that finesse, I know we haven't done no show in a while and all that, but on the pod, we was talking about Wemby, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't too big on Wemby. But Wemby improved. Wemby showed that he liked that. So I got to admit to that. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing and he's getting better. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it up to him. So if he keep climbing up like this, he is going to be one of the best big men to do it. I'm going to say one of the best big men. You know what I mean? 100%. You know what I mean? Because it's just when it comes to overall basketball players, like, okay, you look at Jordan, you look at a guy like Scottie Pippen. If you go letter of the law, Scottie Pippen's better than Jordan on the basketball tip. And hey, relax. Listen to what I'm saying here. He does more. You know what I mean? He does more. He can run offense, plays defense, can rebound. He also scored and play in the paint too. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to go in that bag, you know what I'm saying? Then you will say skill-wise, Scottie Pippen does more than Jordan. He's better than Jordan on the skill tip. You could say something like that. So that's where we start walking in murky waters. So it's like, man, people at the end of the day choose their favorites as the best ever. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like, that's a tough thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to just say Wemby will be one of the best basketball players because the greatest basketball players isn't usually the most skilled. Because Shaquille O'Neal, is he the most skilled? Nah, he's one of the most dominant. He's probably the most dominant basketball player, but you can't say skill for skill. He's better than what a David Robinson is. You know what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal is not better than David Robinson skill-wise, but he's more dominant than him. So you got more of a chance of scoring throwing it to Shaquille O'Neal than David Robinson down low. Even though David Robinson can give you some work, but you know, you got a higher percentage chance of scoring by throwing it to Shaq. So with Wemby, you know what I mean, he's showing he got the skill, but with his ability down there now, you got a very high chance that you're gonna score down there because nobody can block this dude, especially if he extend his arms all the way. Who's gonna block him? Who's gonna block him? Nobody's gonna block him. So I mean, it is what it is. I think that Wemby makes the Spurs an attractive destination for players to go to, man. Like, why wouldn't you want to play with a Wemby? You know what I'm saying? He's unselfish too. It's not like he's selfish, you know what I'm saying? He be dishing the rock and all that, you know what I'm saying? So Wemby got all the tools. He do. So I'm gonna give Wemby his credit, you know what I'm saying? Because initially, I'm like, nah, Wemby not really, but he is like that. So I can admit that I'm wrong. I was wrong. He's like that. He could be one of them ones. The only thing that's getting in his way is health. That's the only thing getting in Wemby's way. Health. You know what I'm saying? he good everywhere else, man. So big salute to Wemby. You know, big salute to the Spurs. If he stay in San Antonio, I do feel like he'll bring a chip there. He'll bring a chip there. There's no way, man, because he's just, you know what I mean? What he's doing right now, I don't see nobody stopping that, especially if he gets some strength up under him. How you stopping that? The stuff I'm seeing him, how? Nah, man, like that's not. And then he got decent players around him too. Actually, Fox is a star, and if he get, man, the Spurs gonna win a chip, bro. They gonna win a chip, 100%, dog. This dude, you know what I mean? He's gonna be trying to think, man, like health-wise, you know, if he stay healthy, he'll be up there with Kareem and them. I say that. That I will say that. I give him his props. I will put he'll be up there with Kareem and guys like that. You know, Kareem, Hakeem, players like that. I'm not gonna put him down there with the guards and all that. But as far as with the big man, I think you could throw him up there with Kareem. You know what I'm saying? And Hakeem Olajuwon. He might be able to pull off Wilt numbers, dog. Like honestly. And this is no gas, none of that. He probably could pull off Wilt numbers. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Bill Russells. He'll be up there with those guys. If he have a long career and if he stay on this, he'll be like that. He'll be in that class. I'm not going to say he'd be better or worse because, you know, I don't know. I can't say that. But he'll be at the table. They'll be all sitting at the same round table. You know what I'm saying? Having a conversation like, yeah, you know what I mean? Talk about their stats and all that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. I got a special episode I'm working on for y'all, man. I'm going to take some clips from the pod. You know what I mean? I want to show y'all some of that, man. Some of the debates me and Josh be having and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Or was having. So I'm going to show y'all some of those, man. And y'all probably get a kick out of that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to compile some clips where we was going back and forth, you know what I mean, on the show, man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make an episode out of that for y'all, man, and show y'all some of that, man. All right? So make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Really appreciate it from everybody. Peace!